Dude, today is fucking crazy. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah, I saw someone that I didn't see in 1 year. Like, I haven't seen her in 1 year. And if you know what I'm talking about, go to my Snapchat. It's at Nike Reyes. I'll post it right here or, not, whatever. But if you know, you know, right? It's fucking crazy, right? Fuck her bitch ass, right? But anyway, guys, welcome back to part 13. This is gonna be a really good one. A lot of negatives, a lot of allegations, all that stuff. Well, in the beginning, I will tell you all that stuff, right? So, without further ado, like the video, is because yeah, this is gonna be a really good one. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's get to it. So, recapping the part 12, I told you about the Twitter conversations, the break, the 2-week break. Her therapist talking shit about me, explaining her side a little, reason why she did all this stuff. She started hanging with my friends. She started to be a manipulative bitch. She started to try to get my friends on her side and try to steal my friends, right? Like I told you before in the last video. Me and Gabe are cool, right? We just literally hanged out. Literally today, before this video, right? And so we're cool on all this stuff, and we talked about it and all that stuff. I let him know I was going to talk about this, so he was fine and all that stuff. So let me kind of explain more. So he was saying, oh, she was my friend too and all that stuff, which now he regrets and all that stuff. Like, just go talk to him and he will let y'all know all that stuff, right? Saying, oh, she's my friend too. And I was like, oh, what you mean? We've been friends since like 18 years now, 17 years, and you're just gonna betray me like that? You're just gonna let basically be a simp, you know what I mean? Because she's a girl and all that stuff, right? I didn't know what was going on, right? So I just assumed. And so we got an argument, and then we kind of just left it off as B, because we knew we were getting mad at each other and it was just really not going to be really good as a relationship. So we kind of just broke off of not talking, right? So yeah, I explained that last video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just link below part 12 and you will get all this information, right? So second part, right? It's getting intense, right? I tell you right now, she broke the 2-week break thing. She started to do stuff that she was in the agreement that she did, and all the stuff she broke it, and I'll explain later. So I know that she started doing drugs, right? My friend told me, Darius told me, I can't really say much about this, but he just said, hey, she told me this, and then she wants this, right? She basically was doing weed. Well, not weed. She was doing those dab cards, those cartridges, those THC little things, those vapes, right? The THC vapes, which I always recommend to other people. Like, don't fucking do it. Just stick to flower concentrates, please. Like, you don't even know. It's basically the equivalent of taking a random ass pill that someone pressed. You don't know what the fuck is gonna be in there, right? Same thing for these THC cards. So she was being a fucking tweaker, right? And all this shit. She was being a crackhead, right? Literally, anyone that does it still right now, you're a fucking crackhead. You're a certified crackhead. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So she's starting to get into drugs, right? Now, let me back up very long time. I did my fair share of drugs. I done 15 types of drugs, right? And I'll post it right here. This little list right here. And it's basically telling you what all I've done in order, chronological order of all I've done, right? And so I started using in that summer when she broke up with me, painkillers. I started using lean a lot. I got addicted to it. I started using oxys, not the 30s. I did the 10s because it was cheaper, and also, you know, just a bunch of other stuff. I didn't want OD and all this. Well, I wanted to OD. I'll explain that later. I did later on in the summer, but I'll explain later. So I done all these drugs, right? Keep in mind, she trip-sipped me of acid. She watched me smoke. She watched me done Molly. She watched me done all this stuff, right? I even educate her because she was explaining like, oh, why can't I do this stuff, right? I explained to her saying, hey, you're kind of the addictive side of things, right? Addictive personality, right? Basically saying, hey, you'll get. I basically told all the bad effects of what I've done. And I even told her I regretted doing drugs, right? Except for like psychedelics, and that's really it. But everything else, yeah, I deeply regret of doing because I'll explain later. I'm still kind of craving some stuff, right? But yeah, I haven't done anything, right? And so the screenshot is gonna be right here, showing y'all that my friend was right, and she just basically said, I don't give a fuck if it's meth, don't be in my business, all that stuff. Keep in mind, I was trying to help her, saying like, stop doing this stuff. I literally told you, Kat, that if you don't go into my route. You know what I mean? Everyone knows me some way of using drugs, right? Bad label, right? In high school, right? I told her, don't do it. Don't go to my path, please. Like, don't even do nicotine. Don't even do that. Don't even do weed, right? Just be a kid. You know what I mean? Just live life. Once you're 18, right? Then you can do all this stuff, right? Do whatever the fuck you want. You can do meth, crack, PCP, angel, you know, all the shenanigans, right? Just don't do drugs. Now, the allegations. This allegation I've been hearing a lot, and this was the main allegation. Well, the two main allegations. I will talk about the other one later. Is I got her into drugs, which is completely false. Let me explain. This is completely fucking false. I did not get her into drugs at all. This is her fucking idea. This is her own goodwill shit. This is all on her, right? I told her, don't do this, right? When we were together, right? She trusted me and all this stuff, right? First drug she done with me, right? I completely regret it. And I tell all my friends, right? To this day, I completely regret it. Of letting her do 2 drugs. I let her do weed. I only smoked with her 5 times, right? 5 times. The 3 times, right? The 3 times, the last time, the 3rd time, I know that she started to get addicted, right? She started to get, oh, Jacob, when are we, you want to smoke? We can do this while we're high and all this stuff, right? Not important information, right? And so I saw the bad effect of what weed was doing to her, right? The 4th time was kind of like, I was getting sus about it. Like, I only let her take like 2 puffs, 3 puffs. And keep in mind, she was like a one-time hitter, one-time wonder, right? 1 puff and she'll be high as a kite, right? Basically, 1 puff for hers be like a whole joint for me, or a whole blunt for me, right? She was going completely blasted. She was on Pluto. So she only smoked with her 5 times. After that, I tried to avoid it because I knew what she was getting into, right? I didn't want that for her. I want the best for her, right? This was when I was with her, right? The other drug she done was twice. First time was LSD. And she literally peer pressured me of doing it. She was trip sitting me while I was coming down, right? Of the acid, right? And then she started trying to convince me of letting her do a tab because I had 2 tabs, right? And then, long story short, she had a bad trip. Yeah, it still kind of scars me to this day. And that's when I told myself, yeah, she can't handle any type of drugs at all. Right? Because she's not mentally stable. Still, she's not mentally stable. She can't handle all the drugs. She literally cannot handle weed still, right now. If you go to our Instagram, she thinks all that. She thinks she's a stoner and all that shit, right? Which is completely false. She's just making up a fake persona. I'll explain that later, right? So the next time she did acid, this was like 5 months after she done it, and I was really skepticism. I didn't want to do it, but she convinced me, and literally she had a good time and all that stuff, and we did stuff, right? So that's her stuff, right? After that, I didn't let her smoke at all. I didn't let her smoke with anyone else. if she wanted to, of course, I kind of lied and I said, hey, we can smoke, but in reality, I didn't want her to smoke. I just didn't want her to be smoking with other people, other guys, because I know what the drug does to people. Especially with her, she gets hormones and all that shit. You know, right? And so she started telling me, I mean, back to we call it what I was saying, right? That she said to people that, oh, I got her into drugs, which is completely false. I told y'all right now that I literally told y'all, right? So I didn't do the screenshot, but basically she was like, oh, I can hang out whoever I want, and I can smoke whoever I want like this. Keep in mind, she was hanging with Gabe, and Gabe literally told me he didn't like her using weed at all too. He doesn't like it because he knows what I saw too, right? We were just trying to protect her. She's like, bro, I'm not gonna get into it, right? Just know we were trying to help her, right? And now look at her. She's on a downfall, right? I'm not gonna get into that, right? Just know I'm doing way better. I'm not doing all this. Meanwhile, she's always taking a step back, right? Fuck that bitch. And so she keeps telling me I'm like insane and all that stuff. But keep in mind, I was on drugs too. I started to relapse on painkillers, right? And so she just keeps telling me I was insane and she didn't want to talk to me anymore. The agreement was over and all that shit. She didn't want to talk to me. And she had another agreement before this that she had an agreement with my mom that they were going to talk to each other because my mom literally saw me go through the rough times that I had. So that's why she did this stuff. She didn't have to be involved, but she made herself involved. I didn't do that on her own, right? She did it on her own. And so next screenshot is basically telling her what I explained to y'all. So here you go. Right? Saying, oh, I'm not a bad boyfriend and all that stuff. And then the screenshot tells everything, right? And she keeps getting my friends involved, right? Especially Gabe and David. Those two she really got into and started to piss me off. She was just making a scene and all that shit and telling me, oh, they're my friends too, bitch. No. I mean, yeah, they're your friends, but the reason why they're your friends is because of me. No one else. Right? And so she also was complaining too because she was like, oh, I'm doing bad in volleyball and all that shit. Basically, she was trying to cop out all that shit. Basically, trying to say, oh, I made a mistake because now I'm feeling this way and all this, bullshit, right? Telling me she can't play volleyball good, but yeah, I'm like in the middle of a mental crisis, right? What she done to me, right? Is basically saying, no, I can't play volleyball good because I've been thinking about this situation, all this stuff. Then if you're thinking all this situation, then why you even break up with me in the first place, dumbass bitch? You know what I mean? Third point. She broke the agreement and she cheated. No, let me take a step back. Remember I told y'all like in part 8, part 9 when she was about to go to Arkansas and she was FaceTiming someone, right? Well, guess what? That same guy, Dylan, came back. So what she did right there when she FaceTimed her when she was with me about to go to Arkansas, right? To see her grandpa and grandma, right? She opened the door. This is what literally no one understood. And you will get it right now. She literally opened the door so she can cheat. At first, like, bro, literally, Dylan was, she even told me, right? She was saying, oh, Dylan texted me first saying, oh, I'm, what you look like. And I showed him a picture. And he said, oh, I look cute and all that stuff, right? You know, just fuckboy shit. Some, excuse my language, but some white boy shit, right? So she opened the door of that, right? So when she was in Arkansas, I didn't know if she was cheating on me. I didn't know anything like that, right? But I do know this. She did cheat on me because my friend, Gabe, literally told me, hey, she said this to me, talking about should I break up with Jacob, and I have all these options. I have people wanting to date me. Keyword, date me. AKA Dylan, right? So it is true. She cheated on me. And I literally have all the proof and all the screenshots, right, of this video. So she did that, right? She opened the door to cheat, right? And I also explained of how I did confirm this. And this is true. That Gabe did tell me this and all this stuff. He kind of hid it from me, but I kind of get it. But, you know, I mean, it's alright, right? I'm cool with her. But before then, I was fucking furious, right? And so, I will show y'all 2 screenshots, right? It's basically telling y'all the reason, not reason why, but like, she liking Dylan. She literally said it in her own words that she likes Dylan. Like in a sex, not a sexual way, but like as a boyfriend, right? So here you go, right here. And so before that, right? Like I told you before, she told David, I mean not David, my bad, Gabe, that if she would break up with me and all that stuff. And then Gabe says, I don't know, Jacob doesn't seem like a cheater and all that stuff. You should really stay with him, but it's up to you, right? And so that's what he said, quoted. And so you saw the screenshots, right? And so I did my shit because I'm fucking crazy. I can tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck. Everyone knows this, right? I'm fucking crazy. Any information I want, I will get. No matter what. I will get it no matter what. I don't care what the cost is. I don't care if I have to manipulate you, all that shit. I'm getting the info I want. So I got his info, right? I got his Instagram. I got his Snapchat, right? Fourth thing. She was trying to make me some type of way. She was trying to make me feel some type of way. She was basically trying to be a bitch about it and trying to get after me, right? So, she was talking about Dylan a lot. Saying, oh, he's amazing, he does this and all that stuff, right? Posting about him and all that shit, right? But yet, they wasn't even dating, they were just talking. So, in our age, now, this now time, if you're talking, you're not really dating, you know what I mean? You're still technically single, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I told y'all, she cheated on me with a downgraded, I can't even say the word I want because this is public, right? This is on YouTube, right? So I can't say the stuff, but it starts with a W, ends with an E, and then fuckboy. And so it was just, he was basically a downgrade, right? Way downgrade. All the girls I talked to that goes to Central now that knows him, they literally told me, yeah, I don't know why she got with him. Compared to you, you're like a 10 out of 10, and he's like a 4 out of 10, right? Ugly as shit, right? I can't show y'all his picture, you know what I mean? Probably later on, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, right? So I got this information, right? And so she was just basically trying to get me mad, right? And I'll show you right here, the screenshot right here. Basically her Instagram. By the way, that Instagram account is not active no more, so I can show y'all her username and all that shit. It's not her account anymore. I know her account because I can't say that. But anyway, she started sneak dissing me on Snapchat, right? She started saying, oh, I don't regret anything and all this stuff, which, let's be real, she did kind of regret all this shit, because if she didn't do all this shit, she wouldn't start doing drugs. She started being, you know, toxic. She started, literally everyone that I talked to that knows her says she changed completely. She was 180 now. All this shit, she's just going a downfall, you know what I mean? Like, good for her, like, congrats. You going down, I'm going up, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, right? And so I'll show you another screenshot right here of basically what I told y'all right here. So it's gonna be right here. And so she was like, oh, I don't regret anything like that, all this stuff, right? But keep in mind, I knew it was a rebound. Everyone fucking knew it was a fucking rebound. Like, this got me pissed off, right? Everyone fucking knew it was a rebound. Gabe knows it's a rebound. David knows it's a rebound. Her best friend Nola knows it's a rebound. Her friend Braden knows it's a rebound, right? I don't know if they're friends or not, you know what I mean? And basically everyone that knows her, that was in band with her and volleyball with her, and now Central now, right? They know it was a fucking rebound because it only lasts, oh, sneak peek right here. They only last for 2 months, right? That's it, right? And I will show you another screenshot. I forgot what this is, so here you go right here. Like, what? Like, basically confront her, basically saying, oh, you broke the 2-week thing and now you like someone and all that stuff and the rebound and all that stuff. I'll get to that to the next part. And so let me think real quick, anything else before I end this. My bad, guys. I had to think a little because a lot of things come up and I want to kind of make this short. Kind of a short video, you know what I mean? So I forgot one part that she was making fun of my mental health. This was when I told y'all she was complaining about her volleyball skills and it got down and all that stuff, right? I told her that I started to feeling some type of way of saying like depersonalization, derealization, and basically withdrawals and all that shit. And basically that she was like, oh, I don't give a fuck. She literally quoted it, right? I'm not going to show you the screenshot. It's just because it's just one thing I'm going to show you. But I promise I'm telling the truth. Quoted. She quoted, I don't give a fuck what disease you have. You're insane, right? So I was like, why? Oh, now we going to go into this, right? Like, oh, now this is your true color, you know what I mean? After all the shit I done for you, and I'm going to explain that in the next part. And also, she explains why she likes Dylan. Basically saying, oh, he's different, and oh, he doesn't treat me like you, you know, just trying to get me mad and all that shit. You know, everyone knew it was a rebound. Everyone knew that shit, right? It's just a matter of time of everyone to know the truth. Let me make this clear. Yes, she did fucking cheat. I didn't cheat at all. She thinks I cheated, but everyone that I know of says I didn't cheat, right? I literally showed y'all how she did cheat. She's not fucking slick, right? If you're watching this, cat, yeah, I'm coming for you, bitch ass nigga. I don't go fuck. My bad. My bad. You see this hatred I have? But her opening the door and all that shit, and then I don't know what she was conversation of the when she was in Arkansas, all that shit. So I don't know that part. All I know is she did cheat. She started talking to him when we started dating, and this is why she didn't want to see me when she came back. And then that's when she was like, oh, we should break up and all that shit, right? Because she started to like Dylan. That's why she did all this stuff, and this is why it makes all sense for you guys. And I already knew this, and I had an epiphany of this, that's the reason why she didn't tell me at first why she wanted to break up. Is because she was already liking this other dude named Dylan. And that's really going to be the main part of next video. So yeah, if I miss anything, I will reiterate it in the next video. No worry, guys. I will make sure and all that shit makes completely sense. If it doesn't, leave a comment below what questions you have, and I will answer them. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, next part 14 is gonna be really toxic. This is when you can tell that she really cheated and she really did me dirty, right? I was the victim in this shit, right? I'm not saying that just because you're watching my side. I'm literally telling you how it is, right? Everyone knows this, right? And so yeah, it's gonna be really about just toxic, getting more intense, going back and forth on this shit. And my friend got involved with this, tried to end it all, right? And the reason why she did all this stuff and the reason why she liked Dylan and went for Dylan, right? So keep in mind that that's the main point, right? So anyway guys, like, comment, subscribe on this video and on this channel. Please guys, share this video. It means a lot to me. I need her to see this fucking video, right? I need her, right, to see this video. I need, like, you know what I mean, if I get over 100 views, I will do something special, right? But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this. Much love to you guys. Stay safe out there. I'll catch you guys in part 14. Really toxic shit. So love you guys and bye.